Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Buff Breakdown. Yeah, we're back already after the crazy streak that was Anniversary 9 buffs, because for this new summer event we had a new update today with a new banner, and with that update we got a buff to none other than Bunny Toria. Yes, Ruler Swimsuit Arturia was buffed again. For those that don't remember, her second skill, the Shuffle, was already buffed in the past, but now she got another skill buff, and this time it's for her third skill. So let us check what's up. So what the skill used to be is on a 6-turn cooldown, she herself got 40% attack for 3 turns. Not bad, pretty good steroid. She got 500% absorb for 1 turn for herself, and that was it. So the absorb wasn't the best because, you know, it's a very big downtime on it, but you know, sure, it helps. Ruler absorb is just alright on base as well, so you know, absorb can be helpful, but it was mostly used just for the big attacks there because her own attack stat actually isn't very high, so I feel like that's why they gave her a 40%er instead of, like, you know, 30%er. So what did they change then? So now on the same 6-turn cooldown, the attack buff, the 40%, is now AoE, full party wide for 3 turns. Wow. So that's probably the biggest AoE attack buff for base skill in the entire game now, I think. I'm pretty sure. I think 30% was probably the highest before this. Yeah, so 40% full party wide. That's actually very big. And then they added another new line. Actually, well, this is the only new line they added because this was only a change. So now she herself gets 30% Buster up for 3 turns. Sadly, this is not party wide as well, but you know, still a very good chunk of Buster up as well for her own kits. It's pretty cool because the only other bust drop she ever had was on her MP overcharge before damage, you know, for 1 turn. So now her being having able to have higher uptime on that buster is very nice as well. But also they didn't change the star absorb at all, that's still the same. So they changed the attack buff to be AoE, they gave her this new buster steroid as well, and that's it. So not the biggest change ever, but honestly it's still quite significant in a way, because again, that AoE attack up is now very big. Now the weird part is, I guess they're like maybe thinking about multi-core stuffs here, but I don't know, I feel like she might not be the best multi-core servant. She does have some battery stuff as well and whatnot, so she could maybe do stuff, but yeah, I still feel like her damage in a multi-core setup will be lacking because her MP still hasn't actually been buffed yet. I was kind of hoping if they were going to buff her, they would maybe touch the MP instead, but no such luck. Also, now that we're talking about her, we might as well briefly talk about the second skill as well. But yeah, this is a buffed skill, this Shuffle. They made it so instead of being full RNG, you can choose 1 party member whose cards you don't get on the reshuffle, but that means you still have to do, you know, coin flips against your other teammate that didn't get chosen, which just basically sucks. It sucks. And it's even more insult to injury because, you know, CL was released with this new summer event, and her Shuffle not being buffed is already so much better than this entire skill. So yeah, and this is a buffed skill, remember? So yeah, that's unfortunate. So I was interested like, it was funny to see they buffed Bunny Toria. Maybe it's because people were like, you know, doing the comparison of this skill to CL's better Shuffle. I don't know, could be a complete coincidence, but yeah, they did buff the 3rd skill, and honestly it's a great skill now. This is a really strong skill. I feel like anyone would be happy to have this because these are pretty high numbers overall. Now on the extra part 1 tier list this year that had the Ruler class as well, we had her on a B+, which yeah, honestly, on retrospect, probably makes sense. And honestly, with this, I don't know, I feel like I might keep her there still. It's a tough call, honestly. It's a good buff, it helps, but it's not like a game-breaking or game-changing buff or anything like that. But honestly, I do feel like she could have a bit more multi-core presence now, because before this, she didn't really have anything to give teammates besides some crit damage on the second skill post buff. So with this, maybe there could be some more stuff, but maybe it's only for people that have those giant copies of her. For people that have maybe, you know, less exciting copies, I don't know, that unbuffed MP still is very unattractive to me, so we'll see. But hey, they buffed her, she kind of deserves the buffs. She's a bit underwhelming in my opinion, so yay for Bunny Toria. So there you go. Interesting. I'm happy they're still keeping up the buffs though, because remember, like a week ago we still had like anniversary buffs, and so very cool that they still the next buff was this fast. Maybe there's even gonna be more buffs later, because remember this event is freaking long, okay? And with Ordeal Call release 3 release, dude, I can't talk today. We might even see more buffs, hopefully. So I'm all about it. But yeah, remember to stay subscribed. If you enjoyed this video, do me a solid and hit the like, okay? So yeah, subscribe not to miss out on future buff breakdowns, because I will be here whatever buffs happen to cover these for you guys, of course. Also, hey, have a great rest of your Monday, the rest of your week, wherever it is you're at, and I hope to see you in the next upload. Bye bye.